Grandpa in my pocket!
Where is it? What time is it on?
It was school holiday time. Mum was away on a course. She had a new hobby, knitting. Well, Grandpa was looking forward to his favourite TV show.
Ah, Captain Dumbletwit and the Invasion of the Alien Poodles. It's on in 10 minutes and again this evening.
This was bad news for Beowulf, because he isn't keen on the alien poodles. But I had some bad news for Grandpa too.
Boy.
Grandpa, Dad wants me to go to the bike shop with him.
What? I can't watch Captain Dumbletwit without you.
Mum's latest creation. What'd you think? Just make some sandwiches, Jason. Busy day ahead.
Oh yes, we were definitely going to be busy in Mum and Dad's shop today. Because today was the day of Mr. Leica Biker's Big Mountain Mission. Now, Mr. Leica Biker is called Mr. Leica Biker because he says,
Ooh, I like a bike with silver trim. Ooh, I like a bell with a tuneful tinkle. Ooh, I like a helmet with sparkly stars on it.
Mr. Leica Biker likes to gear more than he likes cycling.
If Mr. Leica Biker's going to be in the shop, you're going to need all the help you can get.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
Grandpa! You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things. He can get into my car and make it go. He can fly off in my plane.
Hurry up, Jason.
Thank goodness Dad hadn't spotted Grandpa. I'm the only one who knows about his shrinking cap, you see.
Jason!
It was no good. I had to go. So Dad and I set off in Campo, and Dad said...
I hope Grandpa will be all right.
And I said, so do I. And Dad said...
I hate leaving him at home.
I had a funny feeling that Grandpa wasn't planning to be left at home.
Ooh, I like a hat with fluffy pom-poms.
Mr. Leica Biker was very keen on Mum's new hobby.
Ooh, and I like a scarf with twiddly tassels. Oh, yeah.
He was doing a sponsored bike ride at Mistymoor Mountain today to raise money for the Sunnysands Young at Heart Club. Grandpa belongs to the club, and the sponsorship money would mean they could all go on a mountain. And speaking of mountains, suddenly in flew Grandpa. He crashed into a box of bike lights.
Oh, I don't think much of those runway lights.
Of course, I had to pretend I'd made the noise. Sorry, problem with the box of lights.
Ooh, I like a new set of lights.
Shall we just get the glove choosing done first?
Oh, okay.
I've come to help him choose, otherwise he'll never leave the shop.
Grandpa!
And if he doesn't leave the shop, he won't do the sponsored bike ride.
Come back!
And if he doesn't do the ride, the Sunnysands Young at Heart Club won't get their outing.
Careful! Grandpa had knocked a whole lot of first aid kits off the shelf. Of course, I had to pretend it was me again. Sorry. Problem with the first aid kits.
Ooh, I like a new first aid kit. Yes.
Shall we just get the glove choosing done first?
Okay, yes, right.
Won't be a minute.
So Grandpa had come to help Mr. Leica Biker choose things quickly. I was wondering what kind of plan he had for this, but I didn't have to wonder for long. Grandpa had got inside a glove.
The Sunnysands club members are coming to wave you off. They'll be here any minute.
Ooh.
Have you chosen?
Well, I think, yes. I'd like the one that beckoned to me.
You'd like the one that beckoned to you?
Yes, it was almost as if it was saying, pick me, pick me.
You'll be wanting its friend too, then.
Oh, yes, right, thank you. Oh, I like a roomy backpack.
I wondered how Grandpa was going to get Mr. Like a Biker to choose a backpack quickly. But I didn't have to wonder for long.
That one. Oh, it was almost as if it was waving at me, saying, pick me. Oh, I like a shiny new pump.
Then one by one, Grandpa's friends started to arrive to see Mr. Like a Biker off on his big mountain mission. And I knew exactly what Grandpa was planning to do with the bike pump.
Well, what do you know? It's almost as if it's saying, pick me.
As Mr. Like a Biker carried on choosing things, Grandpa's friends were all getting tired of waiting. And poor Dad was nearly collapsing under the weight of all Mr. Like a Biker's stuff. But now was the moment when Mr. Like a Biker needed to choose a bike.
Oh, I like the GT Dragon Slam 200. Or maybe I should go for the full suspension Viking MTB. Oh no, I think I might need the Simba Hypo Deluxe 309.
I had no idea where Grandpa was or what his next plan would be. And the young at heart had got tired of waiting. I was just beginning to think that Mr. Like a Biker would never get off on his bike ride when...
Oh, it rang its bell for me. It's almost as if it said, pick me.
At long last, it was time for him to set off. But Grandpa was missing again. Where was he now? This time, Grandpa had gone too far. The good news was that Mr. Like a Biker had gone on his big mountain mission. The bad news was that Grandpa had gone with him. As the day went on, I imagined Grandpa stuck in the wind and rain, with no warm coat or hat or anything. But it turned out I was wrong.
Oh, this is the life.
Mr. Like a Biker, as usual, wasn't doing much biking at all.
Oh, after all that choosing, I'm a bit too tired to bike up Mistymoor Mountain.
You'd better not be too tired.
Pardon?
If you don't get up that mountain, then the Sunnysands Young at Heart Club won't get their outing.
You're speaking to me. You really are. You are a truly magical bike. I love you.
Yes, well, enough of all that. Just get back up on me, smartish, and pedal me up that mountain. Go on! You can do it! Come on there, faster, faster! Come on! You can do it!
Grandpa, pretending to be a magic bike, cheered Mr. Like a Biker on until at last...
Yes, I did it! I did it! I did it! I got to the top! It's all thanks to my wonderful bike here. Do you know, it was almost as if he was talking to me, urging me on. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Let me take your backpack off, Mr. Like a Biker.
Oh, okay.
It must be really heavy and annoying. I whipped Grandpa out of the backpack. And soon he was back in the plane. Go, Grandpa, quick! And don't let them see you. You've got to get home before we do.
course I did. We're a great pair, Jason. It's teamwork.
Teamwork.
Hello, Grandpa. Mr. Like a Biker's big mountain mission was a big success.
Never.
So now you can go on the outing with your friends.
Whoopee!
I knew you'd be pleased, because you don't get out much, do you?
Captain Dumbletwit and the invasion of the alien poodles!
Grandpa in my pocket! The thing about Grandpa is that he's always fun. We read Captain Dumbletwit stories.
This rocket sprung out of the side of the spaceship.
We play lots of games. One of the things I like doing best with Grandpa is making pictures. We share our ice cream. And today, we were doing armchair exercises. But we weren't the only ones getting exercise. Dad and Jemima had gone on a massively long bike ride. And Mum's latest hobby was this.
And shake those fingers to the left, to the right, and shake.
Salsa dancing. In fact, everyone in Sunnysands had gone fitness mad. We were all trying to shake up and shape up.
Keep it up, Grandpa. It's really important you keep fit. Must be awful having to spend all your time in that chair.
Of course, Mum has no idea that when Grandpa puts his shrinking cap on, he's more energetic than all of us.
You better come to the bike shop with me today, Jason. We'll be busy. What with it being shake up and shape up. Oh!
Mum had tripped over Jemima's dolls, Peter and Persephone. Luckily, she wasn't hurt.
Look, how cute is that? Peter and Persephone are both dressed to do the shake up and shape up too.
What a snazzy outfit. I could do with something like that to do my exercising in.
Grandpa, you are so funny. I'll just go and make the lunch boxes up and then we'll go. Tuna mayo, okay?
I knew what Grandpa was thinking, and it was a very worrying thought. Not a shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things. He can get into my car and make it go. He can fly off in my plane. He can ride on Gordon, my toy seagull. Grandpa! Or he could just run for all he's worth.
Lie down, has he? It's all that exercising. Must have worn him out. I know. We'll take the music down to the shop and practice while we're waiting for customers. Come on, Jason Mason.
So Mum and I went off to the bike shop in Campo. And Mum said...
I could really do with a partner for my salsa dancing.
And I said, what about Dad? And Mum said...
Dad? He's got 2 left feet. He can't dance any better than Grandpa.
And I thought, if only she knew. Soon we arrived at the bike shop. It's called Lend It, Mend It and Vend It. Because we lend, mend and sell bikes. We'd been at the bike shop for a while, but there was no sign of Grandpa. I was starting to think that he decided to stay at home after all.
Run out of bells.
All that chasing about after Grandpa had made me feel hungry. So I opened my lunchbox, and what should I find in the space where Mum puts my banana? Grandpa.
At last. I thought you'd never open up. It stinks of tuna in here. Poor.
What are you doing?
I've come to shake up and shape up, of course.
Not here you can't. Somebody will see you. But once Grandpa's got an idea in his head, there's no stopping him. Grandpa was well away, dancing the cha-cha-cha up and down the counter. Then all of a sudden, the door opened, and who should walk in but Mr. Whoops?
Whoops!
This is a surprise.
I thought I should do my bit for Shake Up and Shape Up Week, so I've decided to buy a bike.
That's marvellous. I've got a bike in the workshop that would be perfect for you. Come and see.
Oh, how exciting. Whoops. What colour is it?
Mr. Whoops riding a bike? We can't let that happen, Jason. It'll be a disaster.
I had to agree with Grandpa. You see, Mr. Whoops is called Mr. Whoops because he's always having little accidents. He drops things. He falls over things.
Oops.
He falls off things.
Whoops.
He even trips over his own feet.
Whoops.
We needed to stop Mr. Whoops from buying a bike. We needed to make a plan. But there was no time to make a plan. Because just at that moment, Mr. Whoops' mum came back in, wheeling a shiny red bike.
Oh, this is so exciting. I've never even sat on a bike before. And now I'm going to ride one all over Sunnysands.
Riding a bike, Mr. Whoops, is very hard. Maybe you should try a different sport.
Do you think so? Like what?
Like cricket?
Oh, no. I'm not very good with bats. Whoops. Whoops.
Maybe, football?
Oh, no. I'm not very good with balls. Whoops. Bike riding is definitely the thing for me.
And I'm sure you'll be fine. Let's try it out now.
Oh, yes. Let's. Shall I just put that like...
Oh, well, you can do it that way.
So Mum held the bike while Mr. Whoops climbed on.
Whoops.
This way.
I think I've got
There we
it now.
go.
Yes.
He put his feet carefully on the pedals and...
Whoa!
I quickly hid Grandpa's so they couldn't see him.
Oh, perhaps the saddle's too high.
Ah, this is what I need. Ooh. What's this? A little cyclist.
That's Jemima's doll, Peter. Did you bring it with you, Jason?
Sort of.
He could be my lucky mascot. I love his outfit. Do you have anything like that in my size?
The good news was that Mum did have a cycling suit to fit Mr. Whoops. The bad news was that Mr. Whoops had put his lucky mascot on the handlebars.
Why don't you take the bike for a test ride?
Yes. Now I've got my lucky mascot. I can do anything.
Everything was going wrong. Grandpa's plan was to stop Mr. Whoops riding a bike, not to go with him.
Time to shake up and shape up. Here we go.
Good luck. Just keep pedaling. Don't look so worried, Jason. I'm sure Mr. Whoops is going to be fine. I think he's going to absolutely love cycling.
Whoops.
Mum put some bandages on Mr. Whoops, and I took his lucky mascot off the bike and put him on the counter. I was hoping that Mr. Whoops' accident had put him off bike riding, but no.
I nearly did it. I'm going to try one more time.
No, you mustn't, you can't!
Of course he can. You know the saying, if at first you don't succeed...
Try doing something else. Everybody's good at something. You just have to find out what it is.
But I'm not good at any sports.
Then I saw Grandpa. He was sending me a message. It doesn't have to be a sport, Mr. Whoops. How about salsa dancing?
Salsa dancing?
Perfect! Come on, Mr. Whoops.
Whoops!
Mr. Whoops turned out to be a brilliant dancer. He and Mum did the shake up and shape up salsa all afternoon. And Grandpa got to dance too. Time to go home, Grandpa. How would you rather travel? In my pocket or in my lunchbox?
Don't mind. Anything, so long as it's not a bike.
At the end of the day, I brought Grandpa home safely in my pocket. I ran inside ahead of Mum. And put him on the floor. Grandpa quickly whipped up his cap and came back to his normal size.
Oh, we did it, Jason. We got Mr. Whoops to shake up and shape up without hurting himself. That's what I call teamwork.
Teamwork.
There you are, Grandpa. You'll never guess what we've been doing while you've been resting.
Salsa dancing by any chance?
Yes, with Mr. Whoops. I might not have sold him a bike, but I have found myself a new dancing partner. Now, who's for some more dancing? Come on, Grandpa, get those arms moving.
Actually, I'm feeling a bit tired.
You? Tired? But you haven't done anything.